don't really. I am kind of annoyed today because I'm really eager waiting for my packages, all of like my fidgets to get here, and they didn't get here today. Because we just got the mail and they aren't. Now we do have a separate mailman for packages, but my dad got he got one package in the mail today, which is printer ink. So I still have hope, but we also weren't supposed to get any, because we have an app that tells us exactly, it like emails my dad every day and tells him like what we're supposed to get that day in the mail. Like it will say like, oh, you have 2 packages coming, or a bunch of stuff. So I am really eager. I'm playing with my Among Us puppet right now because I really want my fidgets to get here. Like I grabbed a basket and everything. At one point it was my squishy basket. Cause at one point, right around the timing that we got Sam, I had so many squishies. Like it filled up the basket pretty much. And this basket is just like a cheap one that we found at a craft store. For like $5, it was marked down really cheap. And I don't have much for today's video. Like, I'm playing with my pocket, and because I really want to play with my new fidgets, but they have not gotten here yet, and I want to film a video with them. Anyways, I didn't expect them to get here today, considering we ordered them on Saturday and it's Monday. In our area, I don't know if this is everywhere or not. We don't get mail on Sundays. I'm pretty sure this is everywhere. The thing that I like about this poppet is the most is that both sides are fun to pop. Like I feel like I hear that sometimes poppets, like one side's really fun to pop and the other side's not. Now this one side you do, and like okay, like you can't like run your finger across, you actually gotta like push on it. Versus with the other side, you can just kind of run your finger across and it will just pop. And this is kind of why I hate ordering things online, is because of the wait. Like, we ordered these off of Amazon, and like, I watch YouTube videos sometimes, and they're like, with Amazon, like, sometimes I'm like, there's a thing that you can pay and get the stuff, like, delivered the next day or something. And I'm like, far as I know, that Me and my dad never heard of that. But I hate ordering things because then you have to wait, and then you have to continue waiting until it gets here, and usually it takes a couple days. So I'm hoping that they will show up today primarily, or if not today, then tomorrow. But I don't. And this one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 23, 24, 26, 27, 28, 20. This is 29 puppet things, but it doesn't look like that many. But it is. I love puppets and fidget toys. But what happened was at one point I had a whole basket, huge amount of squishies. And I was obsessed with squishies. I still am. I love a good squishy. And it's a fidget. But what happened was that we got Sam. And when we first got Sam, he wasn't that old. I think when we got him, he was 4 months old. He was a little puppy still. Or I don't even think he was 4 months. I feel like he was 4 weeks or something. Then, he was a little puppy. And so we had to train him, don't tear things up, and he tore up most of the squishies over time period. But he was little, he didn't know better, and it was a thing. We're gonna line it up really good. Yeah. And it looks like the youngest person is wearing a little skirt. I love puppets, so highly recommend if you're you don't know what sort of fidget you want to start with, but you want to try fidgets and see which one you like, puppets or something. I would highly recommend. They do make a sound, which I will show you, but you probably already heard once I pop them all first. So they're popped out, and then listen. Yeah, like, see, it makes a sound, but it's really fun. And this one is Among Us, because I love Among Us. Among Us. Yeah, I haven't played it in forever, though. Like, because we tried downloading it to my iPad, but for some reason, whenever we try to download a game to my iPad, it doesn't work. Like, it won't do anything, so we don't ever really download games. But I do have TikTok and I do have YouTube on my iPad. Those are pretty much the only two apps I ever really use. At one point, I used text a lot. Like, I texted, like, my sister all the time and Bella. I never texted my niece through my iPad, but that was partly to do with the fact that she had or at the time, I don't think she had an iPhone or something, and for some reason, and it won't work. And I use FaceTime sometimes with Bella. But I don't really use that too much because, let me just put it this way. Things happen. I got annoyed with my sister at one point. We moved on since then. In that time, I might have done something kind of dumb. And basically took her number out of the iPad. I swiped it out of the iPad. And we moved on since then. And I actually only once we moved on and I was like, that was dumb of me to do. I went to put it back in, and for some reason now it won't let me text her or something. So now we text through my phone instead of the iPad. And so now it's gotten to where the only person I ever text through the iPad is Bella's mom, and that is because of the fact that Bella currently doesn't, last I heard anyway, she doesn't have a phone. She's using her mom's phone every once in a while. So, that's kind of the only way to talk to her, so, yeah. Plus, me and her mom are pretty good, I think. Anyways, from what I know, we're pretty good terms. I love this, and I love my fidget pad. It kind of, there's different fidgets depending on what you're going for. Like, if you're going for something and fun, I would recommend a Pop It. It's fun. If you're going for something quiet and fun, a fidget pad is what I would recommend. But if you're going for something that takes a lot of focus, a puzzle ball. That's the three that I have. I also do have slime and some squishies left. But yeah, right now I'm very I'm just kind of out of it today. Like in the sense that today's something hit me, which was that no, don't worry, nothing generally hit me, in the face or anything no, but I realized something pretty much, which is that that was our third Sunday, meaning there's 2 more Sunday classes left. Meaning, like, after this week, there's only 2 more weeks of classes left. But for summer worldwide, it's done. Which is hard for me to, like, hear, because in the sense that, in fairness, I didn't even think they were going to do a summer worldwide. I was expecting a summer break, in the sense that one of my dance friends, she didn't mean to, like, give me, like, information that was bad. She didn't mean to, but, like, what she said was that, like, she said that they're probably gonna go on summer break because every studio that I know has always, like, gone on summer break, like, no dance during the summer, pretty much, or not a lot of it. And so, like, we both assumed, oh, they're doing the same with worldwide. But then, we found out that they weren't. So, like, in the sense that, like, she didn't mean to give me, like, wrong information, but it's fine. Like, she didn't mean to, and we're fine. Like, we're on good terms. And I know a little hack. If you want this to be quiet, so what you do, when you pop it one way, it's quiet. But then you take and stick your finger in, and then you take your thumb and press up against it slowly. And then it's still fun, but it's quiet. But yeah. But generally, it's kind of sad for me, because it's like, if they don't do it again, like, what happens then? But peace out.